Hello, this is Paul Spitali. I'm here at the Great American Show for Colt Manufacturing. I'm Senior Vice President of the Commercial Business here at Colt. Show you our new Cobra. The Colt Cobra is the first double-action revolver we put out in the last 20 years. A couple things about it. Stayed with a 6-shot design. We think that the consumer really, if they has a choice between 5 and 6 shots in a small frame, we'd rather give them that extra round. There's very little geometric difference between a 5-shot and a 6-shot revolver. The other thing we did innovatively is we moved the grip back. So the grip angle on the product is a tremendous grip angle to get to the trigger in a perfect location for the grip angle. We also widened the trigger guard and straightened the trigger itself, which gives you a bit of a mechanical advantage. Really makes sure ensures a nice clean trigger pull. On the barrel itself, we kind of profiled the barrel in such a way that made reholstering really easy for the gun. And with a simple set screw and Allen key, you can pull out the front sight, change it out. We have night sights available. We'll have a brass bead sight as well. And it comes with a nice fiber optic, red fiber optic sight. And like all Colts, the gun rotates in a nice clockwise fashion, so you don't need any detent because it rotates into the frame. It's a really well laid out gun. We're using a leaf spring mechanism. We're calling it the LL2, the linear leaf spring 2nd generation, but it's got a wonderful double action trigger pull, smooth, non-stacking, and I think you're really going to like it. Hello, this is Paul Spitali, Senior VP at Colt Manufacturing. Show you some of our new stuff here that we have at SHOT Show. We started out last year, we introduced the Cobra, which was our first double action revolver that we produced in 20 years. A lot of things about the product that we did were very innovative. We had a contour of the barrel that was set up for reholstering. Did a nice side of reassessing the barrel structure. It's not a sleeve. It's actually milled out to recess the barrel. Used a simple Allen key to change out the sight. This is a fiber optic sight, but we also have brass bead sights as well as night sights available. Also lengthened the trigger itself, which gives you a nice advantage on pull. And we widen the trigger bar and get in there, and if you have gloves or anything like that or bigger hands, you'll be able to get in there with no problem. I pointed the gun with some nice G10 grips. Again, like all Colts, a 6-shot cylinder. Like all Colts, rotation is into the frame, so no need for any kind of detent to keep the gun locked up, so they lock up real solid. The frame fit on the gun, you can see with today's modern machining, it's unbelievable, the gun fit. There's actually no gun fit in this product. And we have a full lug barrel to protect the cylinder release. This year we're coming out with a Night Cobra. It has all those same features, but we added a few things. We took off the spur off the hammer, came up with a spurless design, wonderful for those folks that said, we want something that I want to carry as a duty or a backup gun. Also use the G10 grip, which doesn't print the way the rubber grips do on the previous version of the Cobra. Put on a night sight with a tritium post, and what's really nice about the gun is the finish. We did a nice finish, a DLC finish. It's very strong, much like we've done with our Marine Corps pistol, and it gets tremendous wear. This gun has all kinds of pulls from the show. We have one in our engineering vault that we've pulled 6,000 pulls and not a cylinder mark on it. That's the Night Cobra. Hello, this is Paul Spitali here at the SHOT Show booth at the Colt booth. I'm a Senior Vice President at Colt Manufacturing. I want to show you something really interesting from our company, our brand new King Cobra. For those of you who are familiar, we reintroduced the Cobra back in almost 18 months ago. We've had a tremendous success with the original Cobra. The original Cobra design did some real unique things. We opened up the trigger guide for the consumer. Also did some things that we did in our traditional Colt. All of our cylinders rotate in a clockwise fashion like all Colts, so they lock up super nice and the actions are really tight. One of the things we wanted to improve upon though with the 357 round, knowing that the King Cobra was going to go to 357, we added another inch in the barrel, so we went from the 2-inch barrel structure to a 3-inch barrel gives a tremendous amount of balance in the revolver. It also makes it for very nice shooting, and it keeps the gun shooting flat. We had it out at the industry day. We shot over 2,000 rounds on one gun. Everybody seemed to love shooting it, and it's very soft shooting. The other thing we did is we appointed it with a nice hold grip, very soft shooting, helps manage felt recoil, but it also helps you control the revolver. One of the simple little things that we did in the pistols, or the revolver, is we lengthened the trigger guard. It gives you a bit of a mechanical advantage. It also helps you get leverage on the trigger and pull it straight back. It's one of the reasons that it seems like it's such a smooth action when you pull it. The real beauty of this gun, though, falls down into the leaf spring. We use a similar leaf spring that we've used in the past, like with Pythons. We've trapped it in such a way it's a consistent, repeatable trigger. It breaks really crisply. Anyone who's ever tried it said it's one of the nicest double action triggers, certainly the nicest double action trigger that Colt's ever put on a double action revolver. This product is also used some of the same markings we've had in the past, like in the old King Cobras, and we've taken some heritage from that.
I just wanted to let you know, I called this last year. I said this was going to happen, and it happened.
Hey guys, it's Joe from Gunner Stand. I'm here at SHOT Show 2020 with Paul Spitali from Colt.
Good to see you.
He's going to tell us about the new Pythons for 2020.
Yeah, so we have something very special for our consumer. It's the Colt Python. Colt Python for us was really about bringing back what is one of the most beautiful and iconic revolvers that the industry's ever produced. Some of the changes that we've made to the Python, though, we added material to the top strap. It has about 30% more surface area, which also helped us redesign. We have a much stronger rear sight on the product. We've added a set screw so you can set the windage on the product. The front sight, as we move up to the barrel of the gun, has a recess for rifling, so you protect the rifling on the product. But this is a one-piece barrel, bar stock barrel. Bar stock parts, frame, cylinder, hammer, all the big wear parts are all bar stock parts, very strong. What really sets this gun apart is the action. We've removed about 12 pieces of the out of the original action on the Python and really updated. The double action on it breaks between 7.5 and 9 pounds. There is no step to the draw cycle like you found in earlier Pythons. It's a beautifully, wonderfully crisp drop off and less variation cylinder to cylinder from Pythons of the past. Even the grip we redesigned slightly. It will fit older grips, but we took the step out of the grip so that people have a better purchase on the gun. It also helps in if you're using speed reloaders or reloading the refilling back up your revolver. All told, we're really, really proud of the way this gun came out and the way it looks. We have it also in a 6-inch version, which I showed you. It also comes in a 4.25-inch version, which we're also introducing. We've shipped more than 2,000 of these guns into the marketplace. We've been building production on these guns since November, and we've had, just a wonderful experience in building them. There's been some stuff written about the products out in the marketplace. We have about 5 guns that we're looking at in terms of consumers that have sent them to us. We're looking at those guns as we speak. 2 of the guns we know have imperfections in terms of the finish work. We're getting those right sized and getting back to those consumers. And we're also looking at the product itself just to make sure everything, the hands were fit appropriately. But generally speaking, the vast majority of these guns that we've built and produced are doing really well in the marketplace, and we're excited about what's to come for Colt revolvers. Stay tuned too for future. This will be the first step, the standard frame revolver, but in the future we'll have other variations of this and other products. So good.
Well, hey Paul, thanks a lot.
All righty.
Glad you took the time to address some of what's been going on out there.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that, and I know our viewers appreciate it as well. Cool. Stay tuned. Big things coming. Anaconda.
Maybe down the road. Stay tuned.
All right, you heard it here first.